to my channel. It's Veronica Campos and I do videos about real estate and my life. So if it's your first time here, then welcome. Today I am doing a very important video that I wish I had when I first started real estate, and that is the mistakes that I did when I first started real estate. I wish I would have known not to do all of this, but I was new, I was young. I have been doing real estate for 5 years in Washington State, specifically in Tri-Cities, Washington. I started real estate 5 years ago. This last year, I closed around 53 homes. And yeah, I hope you guys enjoy this video. If you guys do like it, make sure to give it a thumbs up and let me know in the comments what other videos you guys would like me to do. Mistake number one was I did not join a firm that was big, that would have all the training I did. I'm super grateful for where I started, the firm that did take me in, but I wish I would have started with a bigger firm, a more recognized firm, so that there's a lot of listings, because you could do open houses on other agents' listings in your firm, and you can get into the price range that you want to work with if you do that. So I started in a small firm. They had listings and I got a lot of opportunities. I'm super grateful for them, but I wish I would have started with a bigger firm so that I could do open houses on the price range that I would have liked to start it on, right? So one thing is that when you start real estate, whatever you focus on, that is the client you'll get. Mistake number two is thinking that I do not need an office, especially with kids. If you have kids, even if you don't, it's important that you get an office, because even if you do not have clients, you need to be going into the office to do marketing, to read the contracts, things like that. And when you have an office, you want to make it worth it first, that you're paying for it, and it makes you have a time where you go in and do those things. Because if you say that you're gonna do it from home and stuff like that, the chances are that you're most likely not, or you're not gonna be able to focus. So make sure that if you can get an office, even a little cubicle or something where you can go work and actually go, then that would be really helpful. That is something that I didn't do. I had 2 little kids and I was like, oh, I could do it from home. I could do, yes, but I feel like that really slowed down me selling homes my first year in real estate. I do have a video of my first year of earnings as a realtor, so make sure to check that out if you're wondering like how many deals and all that I did. But I do feel like I would have probably done more if I would have focused and would have gotten an office. Mistake number 3 is thinking that I can do it all by myself. I am an introvert. I do not really like to ask for help. I was getting help, but I wasn't going and like asking because I don't know. But I didn't join a team, nothing. I was learning everything by myself. I did have, some mentors that helped me, but it wasn't like, I wish I would have gone somewhere where I would have joined a team. I could have got my success way faster. I would have just been focused on getting clients. But because I didn't do that, or I didn't join like a firm like that, my success was slower. One, because I had to do everything myself. I didn't know like a buyer's meeting. I didn't know what to ask. I didn't know nothing, and like I started from zero. Like I didn't so I had to watch videos, spend a lot of time learning that, where if I could have joined a team or like a big firm, they would have provided all that for me. And that would have been very helpful. Number 4 is networking. I wish that since I started my career, which was 5 years ago, I would have started networking. It was like before COVID, so there was networking events, I was just not doing it. I had reached out to an agent and they were kind of rude, so I just backed out and just didn't do it. But I wish I would have not cared about that rejection that one time and would have networked, because networking is so important in real estate with other realtors, with just networking in general is so important. And I was young. I also thought maybe like people won't take me serious. I just was intimidated of being so young and things like that I didn't network. And I just started networking like 2 years ago. I wish I would have started sooner, because I would have had a lot more relationships. I do have relationships now, but if I would have started when I started real estate, they would be better. Number 5 is time management. I wish I would have when I first started. Now I obviously do it, but you need to take it seriously. You need to have a schedule of when you're coming to the office. Trust me, that is so important. When I didn't do it at the beginning, but now I do it. And having time management, knowing when you're going to be at the office, makes it easier. Somebody will call you at 2 p.m. and you're at the office 8 to 5. You're able to just be more present on the phone call and things like that. And it's really good to manage your time and actually come to work at a certain amount of times every day. It doesn't have to be every day. I just think time management is really important. Mistake number 6 is I wanted perfection rather than getting things done. And sometimes when I first started, I would overthink even an email, or I would overthink a marketing material, or I would overthink everything and would just want to not post it or do something because I looked weird. I started video a long time ago. Even when I first started, I felt really weird posting a video, and sometimes I wouldn't until now that I don't care. But a mistake that I did was I wouldn't post it because I felt like I looked bad, I looked ugly, or it just looked kind of funny or something. And trust me, just get started. Do not try to be perfect. People don't even care about you being perfect. They actually relate to you more when you're not perfect. And that is a mistake that I did. Mistake number 7 is I would show up right on time for showings when I first started. And it is very important that when you first start that you show up to your showing 15 to 20 minutes earlier, so that you can walk the home and you can know about the home when your buyers come in. Especially as a new agent, you need to look like you know everything. People cannot know that you're new unless they know you. But knowledge is everything. It's really important that when you're new, you show up early. That way, when they have questions, you could answer them. So there's a lot of mistakes that I've made that you can see that I started with not a lot of help, and those mistakes I could have avoided all of them, and I feel like I would have reached my success much faster if I would have avoided those mistakes. Mistake number 8, and the last mistake, is that I would, at the beginning, if somebody would reach out to me, it was to go look at a home. It is very important that you have a meeting with the buyer before they start looking at homes. Yes, you can show them one house, that is okay, but after one house, you need to have a buyer's meeting where you explain the whole entire process of buying a home. People sometimes think that they know, but they don't. And when I first started, I would just kind of let them kind of drive me around everywhere, and they didn't even know what to do. I didn't know what to do, so it just created a mess. It's important that on your first meeting, if they're calling you because if you got the lead from like a listing or an advertising on Facebook or something, it's okay to show them the first home. Everyone deserves 15 minutes of your time. But in that meeting, in that showing, you need to make sure that you tell them that, explain to them the process a little bit, and then set up a buyer's meeting. That is so important, because if you start looking at homes without even a buyer's meeting, it takes way longer to get that client under contract, because they don't have a plan, they don't even know what to do. So that's a mistake that I did. It didn't take very long for me to like catch on that that's very important, and that actually helped me after I learned that it helps a lot to get the client under contract faster, and help them find a home faster, because we're more organized that way. That is it for today. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you or anyone you know is looking to buy, sell, or build in Washington State, specifically in Tri-Cities, Washington, I'll leave my email right here so that you guys could reach out to me. Your referrals are always appreciated. So yeah, if you guys enjoyed the video, make sure to subscribe and give it a thumbs up.